Toilet shot, yes, because we're plumbers.
So I got this mushroom rum. Mushroom.
Yeah, it looks like your pee after a week of no water.
So when you clink a toilet, where do you clink?
Bowl to bowl.
Bowl to bowl.
So I gotta
Yeah.
What kind of plumber are you?
Truth dump out.
It
It was silly. It was really not about the game at all, really.
Yeah, I don't think the directors have played the game ever. I think somebody gave them a list of characters' names that they had to use.
The games are called what? Mario Brothers?
Yeah.
Alright, we got that in the title, and other than that, pretty much unrelated.
Was it believable that those guys were brothers?
They weren't brothers.
No, one
They
was
weren't
adopted.
even brothers.
Yeah.
He was like his adopted father. Bob Hoskins was asked once, what was your worst job? What was your biggest disappointment in your career? And what's one thing you'd like to change about your past? And his answer was
Mario.
to all three questions.
Oh, really?
What's your favorite movie, book, and food?
Super Mario Brothers.
Fried green tomatoes. This was the first ever video game movie. Live action,
Live
Hollywood,
action. Yeah.
real movie. And it was such a big success that 30 years later, we were getting a sequel.
Where am I?
Ooh, fresh meat for the grinder.
Let's keep this like G, so I can keep it monetized. All right, let's keep it.
Okay.
Can we keep it G? It's for the kids.
Yeah, for the fucking kids.
So the premise of this film is what?
When the asteroid that killed the dinosaurs hit the Earth, it didn't actually kill the dinosaurs.
65 million years. We've been exiled here after the meteorite struck, while mammals roam free in the other dimension.
2 Earths, one in the dimension we live in.
You know, according to history, a long time ago, big meteorite came and blasted our universes into parallel dimensions. Yeah. You know what else I think?
Where dinosaurs evolved into the humanoid dominant species, but they only live in one city, in one tiny portion of their
Dinohattan.
planet, Dinohattan, because the rest of their Earth is uninhabitable, and they live under the dictatorship of King Koopa, who's dethroned King Lance Henriksen. Good lord. It's a really dense plot, actually.
It really is. In the alternate dimension where the dinosaurs evolved into people.
Somewhat.
So either way, you evolve into a person, which means that, like,
And that's where we learned that boobs are convergent evolution. Boobs are necessary to humanoid existence for some reason. Tits is real nice, so you gots to have some.
keep it G.
Oh,
For-
boobies is fine. Gotta squeeze them.
Hong Kong.
That feels like pretty appropriate. Little babies squeeze boobies, don't they? The little babies squeeze the boobie when they're drinking out of it?
They know it's good for
I
them.
don't know.
Do you like give it a squeeze and it goes faster?
Maybe.
I don't know. You know who we should ask?
Babies?
3-year-old me. This movie predicted 9/11.
I
Yeah.
was surprised by that.
I think it's just it was such a landmark.
Yeah, so we get to watch the World Trade Center like in the act of morphing into a fucked up version.
Yeah.
It was really alarming.
Tom Hanks was attached to play Luigi,
Oh
Good
man,
for
that would have
him.
been pretty good.
but the studio decided he's not a big enough box office draw
In 1993?
because
When
he
did
had
Turner and Hooch come out?
Turn Hooch and
Joe versus the Volcano?
Joe versus Volcano lost money.
Turner and Hooch lost money?
Apparently.
That's a fucking great film.
Those two were seen as bombs. We don't need Tom
Turner
Hanks.
and Hooch
Too
is a
expensive.
fucking treasure. It's Deedee's favorite movie.
They
Is
were
it?
bob-ombs.
Bob-omb.
Honestly, he dodged a major bullet. Or a major
Well, you know
bob-omb.
what did Tom Hanks make in 1993 instead of this?
Money Pit?
Castaway. I don't know
Isn't
why
that
I'm
from,
just
like,
guessing.
88?
I don't know.
Just like Castaway. I like Wilson.
You guys are so bad
Way
at
off.
movie years.
Saving Private Ryan.
That's 99, 98.
I'm getting closer.
Castaway's 2000.
Yeah.
Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump's 94.
Okay, well that's the year I was
So
born
close.
again.
He made Philadelphia
Oh!
He won the Oscar for Best Actor. He's in A League of Their Own, Sleepless in Seattle, and Philadelphia, and then Forrest Gump. That's his run, 92, 94. And they were looking at him and go, nah, Tom Hanks, not good enough. Too expensive, we don't want him.
Honestly, good for him for not being in that movie. That could have really tanked him.
Bob Hoskins did not know it was based on a video game until he was already working on the film. His son was like, what are you working on? He's like, this movie called Super Mario Brothers. And he's like, oh, that's a video game. It's like, what did Bob Hoskins think he was doing? Some cool,
Who Framed Roger Rabbit 2?
Well, there's some quote in here about, like, he didn't want to get typecast. The goofy guy in kids' movies, because he was in Who Framed Roger Rabbit and Hook. Bob Hoskins played a big role in my childhood.
Shmee!
Yeah, Roger Rabbit, Hook, Mario Brothers, and then I don't know that I've seen any movie.
But you don't remember watching Mario Brothers. Don't play it off.
But Hook and Roger Rabbit I loved. I can only think of like 1 or 2 movies after this that he's in that I've seen. There's a lot of shit, but one of them is Enemy at the Gates, but he's like barely in that. Let's do the plot.
Okay, so Princess Daisy has been taken by her mother from the dinosaur universe and safely stowed in our dimension with
an egg.
In an egg.
In an egg.
They're born in eggs?
They're born in eggs
Yep.
because they're still reptiles. Reptile people. That's where the reptile people are from.
Yeah.
She's been stowed in our dimension with the crystal shard so that the dimensions can't be merged. King Koopa wants to get her back and the crystal shard so that he can merge the dimensions and become ruler of both. He's got this device that de-evolves people, so he's devolved the previous king into a fungus.
And he makes the other guys into little tiny reptile head guys.
The Goombas.
Yes, those are the Goombas.
They're very cute. I love their pointy teeth. And they
here-
wear big suits. It kind of remind me of
How much
mean
exposition
David
is there
Byrne.
in the film?
After the meteorite struck,
Big meteorite came, blasted our universes into parallel dimensions.
What single-cell organism did you evolve from?
Tyrannosaurus Rex, the Lizard King, thank you very much.
The rock is a piece of a special meteorite which was chipped off upon impact 65 million years ago.
Yes, you see, once this rock is reinserted into the meteorite...
The rock will merge our 2 dimensions! Lean it out!
You're too late.
Well, I'm just so used to that for bad guys. I watch a lot of Bond movies.
I noticed in the credits, we should say we watched the director's cut. Extra stuff
footage,
in there.
more tits, more ass.
There's a
more
credited,
Kissing and
we
boom boom.
I noticed there's a narrator credited. Dan Castellaneta was the narrator,
don't remember
and there was no narrator. So I put in the DVD today. I think the narrator is only there at the very, very beginning.
What if the impact of that meteorite created a parallel dimension where the dinosaurs continue to thrive and evolve into intelligent, vicious, aggressive beings? Just like us. And hey, what if they found a way back?
For the director's cut, there's like a black and white
Yeah, it's like an old
stop
black and white
motion
movie.
thing. So there's a different opening. That's all. But it's even more like, there's an asteroid and it broke the 2 dimensions. It like explains it all right up front.
Oh, okay.
It's like Dark City. The Mario Brothers get called to a job, a plumbing job,
Plumbing job.
but
Yes.
a different plumber has beat them to it. Explain this. When you need a plumbing job, do you call multiple plumbers?
Yeah,
It's
So
like
it's like a casting
it's
call.
a plumbing race.
I think that's how things were done back in the day.
Scapelli. They beat us to it again.
Luigi's got a crush on a lady he meets.
Yeah.
That's Daisy. So Daisy,
street.
she's working at an archaeological dig site, and it's like flooded. They have like a flooding problem,
Yeah.
so she needs a plumber. So you'd think, oh, she would call a plumber, and that's how she would meet Luigi. But no, they meet just coincidentally.
Yeah.
At a
on the
payphone.
street.
Get extra plumbers. Bring every plumber you got to Al Brodsky's department store. I'm gonna pay you cash for each guy. Cash when you get it fixed. Fix everything, please. Mario Brothers, call me back. 931.
It's a pleasure to meet me.
He wants to put his Luigi penis inside of her Daisy flower.
Ding dong.
That's PG. I'll allow it. She meets Daniela, Mario's lady, and then she negs her.
Why don't you come on down to the tanning salon and I can hook you up with some free tans?
She's like, I can't take the necklace off because I'm an orphan and this is my special crystal. And we're like, what?
Oh yeah, at the dinner, they're all sitting around eating spaghetti because I think that's the only thing you ever see them eat the whole movie.
Well, I know it sounds weird, but I mean, it's the only thing I have from when I was found. Huh?
You mean you don't know who your mother and your father are neither?
No, what do you mean neither?
Mario here brought me up. He's been my mother my whole life. Hey.
You gotta get a tan, you bitch. Our attraction to each other is based on the fact that we're both orphans.
Yeah.
I was like, what category is this on Pornhub? You know, it seems like it's like a stepsister thing.
It seems like it probably would
Maybe
be.
an Oedipus thing.
A
We
little Oliver
both don't
Twist
know who our
action.
parents are. There's no way we're siblings.
Well, I'm not related to anybody. I'm an orphan.
I'm an orphan too. So since we're not related to each other,
Haven't we discussed possible siblings?
I don't think we'd be
in
siblings.
previous videos?
Never.
Possible siblings?
Yeah, the fact that me and Jess might be.
We're not siblings, though.
Oh, that's right.
We would not be siblings. Could maybe
How,
be
are you
like
maybe
cousins.
related? Is that what you're saying?
Because his mom is adopted.
But my grandma is from the same tiny town as Jess's grandma.
Do you guys have the same grandma?
I don't
We're breaking news right
think
here.
so, but I don't know. We'll see.
Are these cats children of incest?
Definitely. Look at
Deedee
them.
is. Look at her.
Dinosaur dimension.
As I like to call it, Dimension B.
That we get to from going through to the sewer. We fix a little. We
Oh,
do
because
some
that's where the
plumbing.
meteor- that's where
we
the
do
meteor
some
hit.
plumbing.
They jump through a screensaver. Dino Hatton. I get very Back to the Future 2 vibes. Biff universe.
Oh yeah, it's pretty biffy.
Koopa, Dennis Hopper, I was getting like
Major Donald Trump.
vibes.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, is this another alternate timeline, alternate universe? Trump is the king
I
of a
think it's,
city thing
pretty-
again?
Pretty obvious.
Late 80s, early 90s, we're like, yeah, Donald Trump trying to be the king of New York.
He's like a total germaphobe.
It's so weird that he's still...
That has to be a direct reference to Donald Trump, who apparently is a
Is he a
germaphobe as well.
So we noticed the cars in the Dino universe, they look like they run on sparklers.
Definitely.
And I think
Very
it was you that
sparkly.
was like, oh, it's because they don't have fossil fuels.
They don't have fossil fuels,
So they're all like bumper cars? They have the like
yeah, they all run on electric
sticking
and
up.
they don't have fossil fuels.
So that's some world building.
Yeah.
The dinosaur universe, they don't have the dead dinosaurs, so they don't have fossil fuels, which seems like world building, although if you think about it for 2 seconds, it makes no sense whatsoever.
Yeah, because most of the fossil fuels is from plant matter that.
Yeah, A, fossil fuels don't come from dinosaurs. And
Yeah.
B, even if it was true, which universe has more dead dinosaurs in the ground? The one where they went extinct 65 million years ago?
The one where
or the one
dinosaurs
where they
are still
continued to
alive?
live?
If
Wow.
if dinosaurs,
okay.
there would be a taboo against oil drilling because it'd be like
It's a taboo.
you can't suck up the liquid bones of our ancestors. That's just weird and gross.
I feel like
Yeah.
they would, though.
King Koopa would.
That's
probably.
what I'm saying.
You made that guy look like a giant booger.
The idiot stooges.
Spike and Iggy.
Yeah. Who I think are like level bosses.
Who have really, really ridiculous hair as well.
Yes.
Super ridiculous.
Let's talk hair. Which haircut do you want?
Which one's which?
So we have the Dennis Hopper cornrow thing.
Oh, ruffles.
It's not really cornrows, it's ruffles.
It's
Yeah,
ruffles.
ridges. Ruffles have
Ridged
ridges.
ruffles.
Braids.
Braids.
With like weird swirls.
Iggy has it's just all shaved, but then there's like a poof ball on top.
Yeah, that's what, like, lots of guys actually have that haircut now.
Not
almost.
that extreme.
It's like
I'm gonna go get her. I'm gonna go get her. Wait a minute. We'll follow her and then we'll both go get her.
Good idea. I bag her, you grab her.
No, I grab her, you bag her.
That's what I said.
Exactly.
Mojo Nixon's spiral.
Oh, I like the spiral a lot.
Get a great big stupor! All because of the evil king Koopa.
So which one are you going with?
I like the spiral.
I want to be braids with the swirls.
I guess that leaves me with the poof ball. I have a lumpy head. I can't do the bald parts of
You
the
should
head
be
one.
the lady with the.
Oh, the big hair. So Princess Daisy is in jail with other Brooklyn ladies. They've all been kidnapped to the dinosaur universe, and they discover that she's Princess Daisy.
Yeah, and then they think that's
what's... And they say, oh, well, now this is getting interesting.
Now this is getting weird.
We met dinosaurs. That wasn't interesting.
We've been kidnapped.
She's a princess?
Yeah.
That's
and now this
what?
chick that we've been sitting here with is a princess?
That's too much.
Wow.
Princess Daisy.
Tell me about the planet.
It's barren except for one tiny...
It's a giant barren desert.
Yeah.
Except for Dino-Hatton.
The desert has a name. It's from the video game. It's the Calamari Desert?
It sounds like Kalahari, but then it's like a twist on it. I forget.
Yeah, it's like Calamari Desert, right?
No.
Rainbow
Our main
Road.
Characters are plumbers who are cast into a desert dry planet. What does that mean? Tell me,
They're shit out of luck.
It. Does that mean...
Except luckily they know electrical work, HVAC.
What's the name of their money?
Coupons.
They're called coupons.
Oh, yeah.
For King Koopa. So Koopa Dennis Hopper has a machine that can de-evolve or evolve, either direction.
Yeah.
So he's using it to like turn the old king into slime, primordial slime.
Yes.
Or he can use it on his henchmen to make him smarter.
Bye, Spike.
A not so benevolent dictator, as it were. Do you know what the square root of 26,481 is?
What are you talking about?
191.
Then later they have a gun that'll do it too. I was like, well, what'd you need the big thing for if you have a gun that does it?
Like
I think they were developing the gun.
Give me that Devo gun!
I'm all right.
Monkey!
And the gun
That's
is a
what
Super
they're
Nintendo gun that's been painted. I have the wrap.
Oh yeah, the cut wrap.
I feel like every movie...
It's cut. It's not in, it's in the director's cut. Iggy and Spike,
Yeah.
they do this rap after they're turned smart. I thought it was kind of interesting. They get turned smart and then they turn on the evil dictator.
I am very disappointed in you, cousins.
Fascist! Oppressor of the proletariat!
Guy in charge.
Egg sucker!
Kill them!
You only support fascism if you're gaining from the system or you're a fucking moron.
Yeah. This is an Antifa film.
Why don't you give me a beat?
I don't have a beat. Oom-pa-chee, oom-pa-chee. I got nothing.
You ever get the feeling you're on automatic pilot, you're going through the motions like waves in the ocean, that life is just a series of brainless notions, and you want to feel something more than empty emotions?
Well, we just met two plumbers who had an idea. They showed us the light and a new frontier. Mario and Luigi, they know what's right. We gotta take a stand and put up a fight.
Well, stop and think this through. It's time to get rid of you-know-who. A radical development is taking place. Iggy and Spike will set the pace.
Koopa.
The party poopa. The poopa scoopa.
It's a crying shame. We're playing his game.
He's got us so tame, it really is
lame. We're all so dumb being under his thumb.
Be proud reptilians, we number in the millions.
Look at these Goombas.
Shutting us down.
The rule of force.
Is the rule of this clown. Koopa. The party poopa.
They said that Jennifer poops at parties. What does that mean? Does she like poop on the floor at the party?
I tell you, Jennifer, she is really a party pooper. Jennifer poops at parties? Does she visit a water closet and make door of the open so people may see and smell things?
You're getting
Party
a pizza
pooper.
in the dinosaur dimension. What do you order?
Extra pterodactyl, lizard tails,
Hold the mammal.
worms.
Hold the mammal.
I'd like the Koopa special.
Pterodactyl tail on that?
Yes. Dino, lizard, hold the mammal, no worms.
But it better have fucking pineapple on it.
Daisy discovers that her dad, the king, has been turned into a primordial goo that's still like over the throne.
Yeah.
She brings Luigi to meet him without any explanation. Like
They
ahead
really
of
hit
time.
it off. They really hit it
really
off.
But there's no like, hey, by the way, before you meet my dad. No like preparation. She's just like, here's my dad. He's a goo on the ceiling.
He's a booger.
I just really wanted the goo to pop down and go to Luigi and go, what are your intentions? You know, that would have been great.
I want you to meet my father.
What are your intentions?
Mario's going to break the ladies out of the prison, and he's up above on like a catwalk, and there's just one Goomba in there with his tiny little head and giant shoulders.
And he's distracted with a coloring book.
Mario's gonna jump on his head and like break his neck. You don't want to fight him. This dude's enormous, but he's got a tiny little head.
Yeah.
Jump on his head. This is your chance.
Like
they didn't
in
do
the
it.
game.
They didn't do it. Not once did they jump on someone's head.
I don't think the directors were in any way interested in fan service.
This could have been the one time, you know, they're not doing it constantly. Just the one time. It would have worked, and they didn't do it. Couldn't do it.
Yeah, no, they didn't want to.
That made me mad. I don't like
Did the
it.
directors even know this movie was based on a video game? The fungus is like everywhere, and it's sentient and it's helping them.
Helps them a lot.
Yeah, and it looks like pumpkin insides.
Without the seeds.
Yeah.
Seedless pumpkin good. Is that from Trader Joe's? Where do you get that?
From the inside of a pumpkin.
Yeah, Jeff.
You're trying to, season up the seeds.
It ends in sequel bait. Daisy shows up at Mario and Luigi's. Well, she has to stay in her universe, so her and Luigi aren't together.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
Is
that.
he free to see other mushroom princesses?
I don't know if that's clear.
I forgot that creepy lady with the crazy hair.
Are we talking about Big Bertha?
Yeah, no. Mm-mm.
Oh, you're talking about Lena, the queen.
Yeah, Lena. She's pretty crazy.
There's a big conflict between Koopa and his queen. They're both trying to like double cross each other.
Yeah.
She's smarter.
What I care about is the future of our species.
Very well then. If not with you, then on my own.
She turns into a fossil though. We haven't even talked about like the special crystal that they need to do a thing.
No, I mentioned
that's around her
It
neck.
gets stolen, and then these people steal it, and then the original lady who stole it then becomes their ally later.
It's the MacGuffin.
Big Bertha and Mario have a like weird romantic thing going on. He's trying to hit on her just to steal the crystal, and she just punches him. But he comes back for more and says like, I like a lady who can punch. And she's like, oh, let's dance. It's like, what's happening?
Yeah, and then she ends up helping them later.
Yeah, she helps them.
Which was nice.
Well, she wants that Mario dick. She wants that pipe.
But he's got a lady.
She don't care.
Dick.
The name's Mario. I'm your main man. You Ramadan, you can of Spain. Excuse me. Will you hit me again?
Dance with me. I'll hit you all you like.
This is his like, I'm in the alternate universe. I'm gonna get a little side lady.
Well, he doesn't know that his regular lady is there in the alternate universe too.
So if you're both in the alternate universe, you can't cheat.
Yeah, but
if you're in alternate universes separate from each other, cheating allowed?
I'm gonna say no.
If you go through a wormhole,
good job, babe.
Can I ever get back through the wormhole? Because then that means I'm dead in this dimension.
It's a two-way.
It's a two-way hole?
Yeah.
Like my butt?
Two-way hole.
Luigi, Mario!
Daisy!
You gotta come with me. I need your help.
What's wrong?
You're never gonna believe this.
What toilet did she clog? Did she clog the toilet real bad?
All the toilets.
Mario 2, what's happening?
They tried to flush all that fungus waste.
Why does she need the plumbers? Did she clog a toilet?
Definitely. She has those big dinosaur poops.
She has big dinosaur poops.
Big dinosaur shit.
She is an evolved dinosaur that came from an egg.
I've been listening to pipes all my life.
Hey.
No, get away from my baby! Get away from my baby!
What is this place?
Mother suckers! Are you boys new here in town?
We're from Brooklyn. Yeah.
You know, boys, it's very dangerous here in this neighborhood. You shouldn't wander around without a weapon.
Yeah.
You got one?
No.
All right.
Get him on, suckers!
Casting. You're making a movie about an Italian plumber.
Let's cast a British guy and...
An Italian Brooklyn plumber. British guy.
Oh my gosh, are you saying Sylvester Stallone should have been in this?
Oh.
Maybe I have something.
It's me, Mario.
What do you call it? So we know blackface. What do you call it if you're putting on an Italian thing if you're not Italian?
I said pizza face.
Pizza face.
I don't like that.
Marinara face? Ferrari face?
These pipes have been service for years.
I mean, John Leguizamo's Latino. Neither of them are Italian, is the
Yeah.
point. Leguizamo might be from Brooklyn. Dennis Hopper has no eyebrows.
Yeah, why is
Does he
that?
ever have eyebrows?
I looked it up. He does.
Does it get him shocked off?
Maybe to make him look more reptilian. Wait, but then doesn't Bowser have eyebrows?
Dustin Hoffman expressed interest in playing Mario.
Well,
Can you guess who they went to? Who their first choice was?
oh my god. Bowser has gigantic eyebrows.
So we went with no eyebrows.
So they went with no eyebrows.
And ruffle hair.
Who would be your first choice to play Mario in 1993?
Yeah,
Silvio Berlusconi.
Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito.
Danny
They
DeVito?
offered Danny DeVito both the role of Mario and the director chair.
Honestly, he
And
would have
he turned
been
it down.
dope.
It would have been hard not to get him to say fuck all the time, though.
When was he in that other...
It's me, a fucking Mario. Oh, wait,
Yeah.
I was thinking Joe Pesci. Well, that was right after Batman 2, though.
Although this casting is probably going on. That was 92. Here is a list of actors who were offered or were considered. Dustin Hoffman, Danny DeVito, Jim Belushi, Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage for Mario.
Cheech Marin.
Wouldn't have been bad.
Michael Keaton. He's busy making Batman too.
Yeah.
Bruno Kirby, Kevin Kline. Joe,
Oh, he would have been funny.
Joe Montana,
Joe Montana, the football player?
Joe Pesci.
Yeah, see, that would have been fucking hilarious.
Oliver Platt, Peter Honorati, John Turturro, Nicholas Woodson.
John Turturro would have been a great Luigi.
Here are people considered for the role of Koopa: Armand Assante, Tim Curry,
Oh,
that would've been
fun.
great.
Sean Connery,
Wow.
Sylvester Stallone,
I'm fucking Bowser.
Kevin Costner, which is weird.
Costner.
Kevin Costner, I don't get that. He's
He would have been so expensive.
yeah, he's busy making goddamn Dances with Wolves and
Yeah.
directing it.
That movie's 4 hours long. Surely it took 4 years to film, right?
Willem Dafoe,
That would have been
I love
hilarious.
him. I think he's so hot.
Michael
big Bowser
Douglas,
dick.
Michael Douglas,
Bowser Dick.
Michael Gambon, Jeremy Irons,
That would have been funny.
What a name.
Tommy Lee Jones, Michael Keaton,
Again.
Al Pacino,
Wow.
Arnold Schwarzenegger,
I'm Bowser.
and
That would be
Christopher Walken. What a list.
I am.
We ended up with
Bowser.
Bob Hoskins and John Leguizamo and Dennis Hopper.
Leguizamo.
I think Dennis Hopper is the one of the three I would keep. I think they all did a pretty good job with what they were given.
Let's
Yeah.
put Danny DeVito in there.
According to Mojo Nixon, who played Toad, he was cast in the role because production wanted an actual musician to play the character. Apparently the musician part of that was very important.
Yeah, he
Wow.
played one riff on a guitar.
And then he had a harmonica, so you could tell which Goomba was him when
Yeah.
he got de-evolved. His agent pitched him to the casting as, quote, a third-rate Tom Waits for half the price.
I mean, I think he's probably a second-rate Tom Waits for a third of the price.
Lance Henriksen comes in hot at the end as King... What's his name?
Mushroom King?
Just the King? I don't know. I think he's just credited as the King.
The dad.
He won the movie. He met his second wife on the set.
Well,
He does how much? He's on the set for what? 40 minutes?
I
Met a
told my
wife.
coworkers today, I was like, you wouldn't believe Lance Henriksen is in the movie for all of 5 seconds.
And he met his wife there. Well, what are the odds of that?
I'm back. Love those plumbers.
So there's a website, Super Mario Brothers Movie Archive, and this is maybe the most well-documented website about a film I've ever found.
Well, I love
There's
those.
So much information on there. They've got 8 different scripts
Wow.
that you can download and read.
Wow.
8 different scripts. So
But why would we?
There were at least 8 scripts written, at least 8 different authors. The first script was written by Oscar-winning screenwriter Barry Morrow, who wrote Rain Man. And so this was his follow-up, and so they called it Drain Man.
Drain Man.
Unofficially, they were calling it Drain Man. He described it as a study in contrast.
A character who kidnaps women and a character who saves them?
Like Laurel and Hardy or Abbott and Costello, that would have had an odyssey and a quest, like the game itself. This story was, quote, more of a serious drama piece.
Wow.
So this is how we started off. The guy who wrote Rain Man and won an Oscar wrote a drama piece about, like, brothers.
tower! A shot's go! Jump!
Okay! How are we gonna get in there? I got 2 words for you. Impossible.
They then brought in Jim Genuine and Tom Parker, who would
Is
write...
that Genuine of Pony fame?
Yeah, it's that one.
Nice.
They wrote The Flintstones and Richie Rich.
Yeah, these guys
remember those films?
How did this one not get sold?
They wanted to do something more like The Wizard of Oz, subverting fairy tale cliches. It was compared later to Shrek.
Yeah, how did this
Very
one not
Shrekish.
win out? This one sounds perfect already.
The producers then went to Harold Ramis.
Oh.
So they offered him to direct, and they put in another rewrite, this one making it more like Ghostbusters. So now Mario, I read some of this version.
So 2 like blue collar dudes end up over their head in a weird...
I read some of this version because I wanted to see what's their version of Bill Murray, because it said something like, it's a lot more like Bill Murray, the Mario from Ghostbusters. And in it, he's like, people are like trying to hire a plumber. He's like, I'm not a plumber, I'm a contractor. Like, he doesn't want to be called a plumber. He's like a reluctant plumber.
They really focus on the plumber aspect. That's what they took away from the Mario character.
That's what they got from Bill Murray. Like, he's got to be this, like, he's broke and he's just trying to make money, but he's like, I'm not a plumber.
Plumbers!
No, he is. I'm just apprenticing.
Get in the car!
But I didn't do that.
Anyway, Harold Ramis turned it down, which he called, quote, his smartest career decision.
Yeah, probably.
So then the producers said, I began thinking of Max Headroom.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
Wow,
one.
that's the direction they went.
So they traveled to Rome to meet with the creators of Max Headroom, Rocky Morton and Annabelle Jankel.
Why were they in Rome?
I don't know. This is a married couple that direct stuff together. They created Max Headroom.
In England.
Cool.
And then it got like sold to HBO, and HBO just like ruined it.
Yeah, absolutely. I think women should have a personal life. You see, I love women. I love all women. I just I think they have this special. It's yes.
So they were attached to direct, and they envisioned it as something more in the Tim Burton school of filmmaking. And they wanted a darker tone like the 1989 Batman or the 1990 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So now they're commissioning scripts to go follow this vision. So we've gone from serious drama, Drain Man, Wizard of Oz, Ghostbusters. All right, what's next? They were inspired by Super Mario World, which had parallel universe inhabited by dinosaurs. They brought in a British writing team, Dick Clement and Ian Lafrenaise. They were brought in to deliver a more adult and feminist tone.
Don't touch that. Cash.
Fine.
That's not even ours.
Let me go!
I think the female characters at this point were just damsels. So they're trying to like beef up those characters. This is the script that got the cast to sign on. But we're still working on the script. There's an action-packed version that they call the Die Hard script.
It's me, a fucking Mario!
Trying to make it Die Hard. Which included a Bruce Willis cameo. They're crawling around in some air vents, and they just run into Bruce Willis running around in an air vent. Then they do another script. This one is called the Mad Max script. Now we're adding car stuff in the desert world, and we welded shit to cars, and we drove them around. Keep in mind, we've already started pre-production. We've assigned the cast, and now they're like, let's do it Mad Maxy. Oh, all right.
That's so crazy.
I'm not riding with you anymore.
Okay, you try.
The producers then feared the project would become too skewed from the original intended young adult family audience, too heavy on effects. So without telling the directors, they hired Ed Solomon and Ryan Rowe, who are the creators of Bill and Ted. We're already building things. We're already making the sets.
So it's funny.
People are coming to film soon. Bring in the Bill and Ted guys. Here, rewrite it real fast.
I was just thinking that like the structure of the game is there's levels.
The Die Hard level, the Ghostbusters level.
But Bill and Ted is a movie that's built like levels, but they didn't build it that way.
Well, I mean, think about it. You're being brought on to rewrite something. They're already building sets.
What a nightmare.
At this point, Disney buys the distribution rights. So Disney gets involved and is like, no, it's for kids. completely rewrite it. This is all too adult. Meanwhile, all the actors and the directors, they've all signed on to this more adult version. And so when they show up to set, they basically realize this isn't at all what we signed up for. The directors said they were like, we should just quit. But they felt like they would, I don't know, if it would ruin their careers, or decided to stay after talking it over with each other and realizing no other director could at this point come on and understand the material enough to adapt it.
I'm gonna make a monkey out of you, plumber. Trust the fungus.
This is such a complicated shit fest that, like, if we were to quit, nobody understands what the fuck's going on. And they're gonna get in trouble for, like, abandoning, you know, it's just gonna ruin their careers, basically.
Yeah.
Up to this point, their career was making Max Headroom and then directing Coke and Hardee's commercials. So this is their big break, and if you bail on it, you're just not working again.
And write some songs, too. So, my advice is to get a note from your mom.
It's continually being rewritten while they're filming. Like, when they do a revision, they'll print them in a new color.
Oh.
Like, the paper's a different color. So they're calling it, like, rainbow script number 1, rainbow script number 2, because they're just, like, mid-filming. Here's more pages and more pages.
Oh my gosh.
So there's all kinds of quotes about, like, we had no funny idea what was going on. Because even if you understood it, 4 days later, there's a new script, and you're like, which parts have we shot already? Who knows? Working with Dennis Hopper was, quote, really, really hard. Really hard. I don't think he had a clue what was going on.
Yeah, out of all the people there, of course he doesn't.
Do you know what I love about mud? It's clean and it's dirty at the same time.
Is he just
doesn't
playing
say Blue Velvet.
the Blue Velvet guy in this movie?
But in an alternate universe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
When he's in the mud, I was like, this
Or
is like
Circle.
Baron Harkonnen. It's an alternate history.
Dune.
David
Alternate
Lynch Dune. It's an
I mean, they
alternate
are
Dune.
on a barren wasteland planet.
They are. It's a desert world. Dennis Hopper is Baron Harkonnen. John Leguizamo said, quote, it was like 8-year-olds who play the game and that's where the movie needed to be aimed, but the directors kept trying to insert new material. They shot scenes with strippers and other sexually explicit content, which all was just going to get edited out anyway.
Yeah, I remember that hardcore dick sucking scene. Big Bertha, slobbing Mario's knobbing.
You wish.
Keep it monetized, PG.
Laying that pipe, Princess Peach.
Oye, ese vestido te queda chiquito, ¿no?
Sí, se me encogió.
Ah, ya veo. Y te crecieron las nalgas, ¿verdad?
Sí,
A ver.
mira.
Ay, mamacita.
There's that dance club, strip
The
club
strip
scene.
club where
Yes.
their body out and they're shaking
Ass.
reptile ass.
And they're cut.
ass,
We could
ass,
tell on
ass.
the director's
Bras.
cut, they're cutting around a specific lady.
The lady
She's
with the
got
ass.
a great bod. She's bod
What was she
out
wearing?
skin.
Because that was like a dinosaur
It's
tail.
like a dinosaur
Yeah. corset.
monokini type thing.
Monokini.
Yeah, like a Barbarella, like
Imagine if a dinosaur was your dominatrix.
Ooh,
roar.
dominate.
Yeah, she whips
Dino
you with that tail.
Matrix.
Dominate T-Rex.
Yeah.
Wow.
Triceratops with 3 dildo horns.
Whoa, that's awesome.
Yeah. 1 for each hole.
The directors were
Each
locked
one.
out of the editing room. The directors did not want the Mario Brothers to appear in the classic red and green outfits. And
Yeah,
fought
that's not fucking
and
surprising.
fought
What?
And fought and eventually caved and said, fine, they can wear it. But it doesn't happen until 66 minutes into the film.
Yeah, I was about to say,
The
we're an
very
hour
last
into the
bit.
movie.
This is why it's not like the games at all. It's the directors. They were wanting it to be very different. They just wanted to make it their own thing and not be this like thing for little kids. And Dennis Hopper is gonna be crazy.
It's blooping.
It is blooping.
It's 8:44.
Oh my god. Allegedly, at one point, Rocky Morton, co-director, did not like that an extra, did not look dirty enough. So I'm guessing this is one of the random extras in Dino Hatton.
Yeah.
So he needs to be dirtier. Allegedly poured hot coffee on his head.
Oh no.
Well, that's assault.
Yeah. Which I feel like this might be one of those stories that gets... You picture he poured hot coffee on someone's head and I'm thinking like scalding their skull. Maybe it was like lukewarm coffee.
Yeah, when I drink
You know,
my
how do you
coffee,
know how
I
hot
like
it really
pour it hot and then I let it sit for a minute or two.
So I don't know if I really
I don't want anyone to
believe
pour
it.
anything on my head.
According to John Leguizamo, they were actual strippers in the nightclub scene. John Leguizamo was annoyed that he wasn't allowed to ad-lib. So we're rewriting the script daily, but the actor, no, we've really considered all the dialogue here. You can't.
Mother suckers!
John Leguizamo started drinking heavily. In his biography, it's called Pimps, Hoes, Playa-Haters, and All the Rest of My Hollywood Friends, My Life.
It
Leguizamo story.
is?
That's the name of it.
Wow.
Leguizamo describes how he started doing shots of scotch with Hoskins between scenes. During a scene in which he was driving the plumber van, he was reportedly drunk, braked too hard, causing the sliding door of the van to smash shut directly on Bob Hoskins' hand.
I've heard this before.
During certain sequences of the film, Hoskins can be seen wearing a pink cast that's painted to look like a hand.
Wow.
Which I paid attention. I tried to pay attention. I don't know that I really kept thinking about it. Periodically, I was like, wait, let me make sure I look at his hand. I never noticed it.
Yeah, I've heard this story before.
I've seen this fact elsewhere as like, for the rest of the film, one of his hands is just a pink cast. And I think it's maybe in a few shots.
Hey, go on, pick a direction. Any direction you like.
In addition to breaking his finger, Bob Hoskins recalled that he was stabbed how many times?
8.
Twice.
4.
Whoa.
Also electrocuted and also nearly drowned.
Stabbed 4 times.
Wait, when did he nearly drown?
Maybe he fell into the mud bath. The cast and crew disliked Rocky Morton and Annabelle Jankel, the directors, for their obnoxious and controlling behaviors, regular rewrites, making changes to the film without even telling each other.
It's like us when we decorate.
The film crew would regularly refer to them with insulting nicknames, and they even had t-shirts made that displayed rude comments made by directors. Bob Hoskins referred to them as the C word and the cow. Now,
which was which?
I know
he's British, so he says cunt a lot.
Yeah.
They call everyone
Is
cunt.
it the cunt and the cow?
Yeah, the cunt and the
Or
cow.
the cock and the cow. See you next Tuesday. Reportedly, at one point, Dennis Hopper was so fed up with the drawn-out and constantly changing production that he spent almost 3 hours yelling at the directors. Can you imagine spending 3 hours in a row yelling?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
You can't imagine that.
Been there.
Okay. I feel like I'm learning. So, they wouldn't let John Leguizamo ad-lib. But Fisher Stevens and Richard Edson, who are Spike and Iggy, started writing their own dialogue, and the rap scene was their idea. They was like, hey, we're going to do a rap scene. And it got cut. It's in the director's cut. The film was supposed to end in an epic battle sequence on the Brooklyn Bridge. Storyboards were drawn up in which the two realities start to merge as Mario faced off against Bowser on the bridge. Mario would eventually win after dropping a bomb down Koopa's throat and then kicking him into the river.
What?
Bob Hoskins in 2007, quote, "It was a fucking nightmare. The whole experience was a nightmare. It had a husband and wife team directing whose arrogance had been mistaken for talent. Fucking nightmare, fucking idiots." 13 years later, he's had time to cool off.
I definitely
At least he didn't use the C word.
Originally, and by originally I mean the script that Disney liked right before, so it was like script 7. That ended in a Disney-esque wedding sequence. Mario marries Daniela.
I am totally team Big Bertha.
What do we think of the directing, the cinematography?
I'm saying the cinematography is like all right.
It was fine.
Yeah, it's just fine.
It's fine.
I mean, it wasn't exciting.
I mean, I was pretty distracted watching the director's cut with like.
I think the cinematography was a little too much wide shot. It's like, we'll just cut to this camera for a while, you know? Not a lot of, like, cool shots going on.
Yeah, not a lot of camera movement.
Yeah. Production values, though.
But I mean, the game is just based on static side view camera, so.
Yeah, they could have done a thing with that, though.
And then you get to Mario 64, and I fucking
God.
hate the camera in Mario 64, so.
I thought the production values were great. Like, costumes and that, like, city set, the weird prison set. There's a lot of cool sets.
Yeah, I feel like the city set does. It's the same area, just reused a bunch.
But still, it's like multi-story,
nice,
and it was pretty cool.
I saw a reflection of Jeff on the window drinking, and I was like, oh my god, someone's out there. It scared me.
Invite them in to film with us.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh my god.
You could tell this movie cost money. And,
Yeah.
like, it was put to use. There's a lot of movies that are like, that was $50 million. Why? You had to pay Adam Sandler $40 million to fly here? Like, what did you spend that money on?
I mean, the little heads looked cool.
Nobody jumped on them, though.
The booger looked cool. The mushroom booger.
Want to see another nice booger? Got a nice booger for you.
Oh my god.
The outfits were cool, and obviously they put a lot of thought into the hairstyling.
There's a dinosaur.
Oh yeah, very nice
Yoshi.
dinosaur.
Yeah, that got stabbed by
they
Lena.
stabbed
I
Yoshi.
hate Lena.
I've earned this.
Some blame the box office bomb status on the fact that this came out 2 weeks before Jurassic Park.
I mean, it had 2 weeks to get money before Jurassic Park came out. Like,
we would have made shitloads if only Jurassic Park didn't come out. Mario would
That
have been a
must have
huge
been
hit. It has a 4.1 on IMDb.
Out of 5?
10.
Oh.
I would probably put it at a 4.
I have.
I'm putting it at like 5.5. Maybe a 6.
I have 5 other films that are either a 4.0, a 4.1, so the same, or 4.2, better. Cat in the Hat, 2003, Jim Carrey. That's worse, okay. 50 Shades of Grey.
Better.
Equal to?
Street Fighter, 1994.
Worse.
Way better. Way better.
Way better.
I can't believe Street Fighter's not like a 6.5.
RoboCop 3.
Better.
That was...
I mean, wait. Equal
to.
Inspector Gadget, 1999.
Worse.
So the real answer is worse was Street Fighter and Cat in the Hat.
I was right. I was right.
Street Fighter's a classic.
Same,
Check the tape.
Same score, RoboCop 3 and Inspector Gadget.
Okay.
And better, 50 Shades of Grey.
Did I got it. I think I got it.
I think we were both like 50-50.
No, I was right 100%.
No way.
We'll check the tape. So the director's cut. On June 1st, 2021, editor and film restorationist Garrett Gilchrist and members of the Super Mario Bros. Movie archive released a semi-official restoration of the extended cut of Super Mario Bros.
They put a lot of work into it.
They did. They were using like AI to like take poorly lit, terrible like work print and like bring up the lighting, and it's like the face can barely be seen. So they did a lot of stuff. I was painting every frame to make this look better. I was like,
unnecessary.
Another dimension, the universe next door. Was this other world?
Right there.
Yeah, a lot of those shots, it's like, it's a chase sequence. And what's the deleted scenes part of it is like, oh, there's a little shot for a half second of someone like stepping in a puddle. It's like, oh, we gotta put that back in. It's like, all right, man.
But whenever it cuts from a dark shot to a light shot, the colors change a whole lot. So on every cut in this scene, I tried to Photoshop a new version. There was also Luigi's head was covered by cigarette burns.
It was based on an earlier VHS work print of the film that had been discovered. It is 20 minutes longer.
Most of it in the elevator scene.
There was a thought after, I believe this is after they've shot it and they're in post-production. Hey, let's just like subtitle the Goombas. We can just like add jokes.
Oh, that would have been funny.
There is a section of the elevator scene where they're adding, it's like, here, we can add them saying this. And they're just like exchanging quips during that scene. And they ended up not doing it, saying it would just make it more confusing. It's like,
yeah.
I don't know. I feel like that could have been funny. Dennis Hopper explaining why he did the film. He was talking to his 6-year-old son. Quote, "Dad, I think you're probably a pretty good actor. Why did you play that terrible King Koopa in Super Mario Brothers?" And I said, "Well, Henry, I did that so you could have shoes." And he said, "Dad, I don't need shoes that badly."
That's totally Dennis Hopper just making up a funny story.
Mm-hmm. Bob Hoskins was born in Bury St. Edmunds. I was born 11 miles from there.
Whoa. What if he was at your birth?
I was reading an interview with Mojo Nixon. I discovered he refers to himself in the third person. I'm working on the movie, and he's like, well, they were paying me, so Mojo was happy. Like, do you recall Toad / Mojo Nixon's song? I have the full lyrics, and I don't think these were all in the movie.
Okay, Jacob.
But it does verify a theory.
Well, cars ran on electricity, cause fossil fuel is sacred, you see. Living in the kingdom of fungus, got evil presence here among us. And we got no food anywhere, the water stinks and we got nowhere. Got no resources, we're in a stupor, cause that big old mean evil Koopa. He does reference the fossil fuels, and my explanation.
What did he say? Fossil fuel is sacred.
Yeah,
so not that they don't have them, but they're sacred.
Yeah, it'd be like digging up your
Digging
dead
up your
grandma
dead bodies.
because you got to go to work every day. He's just a fascist, and fascist fucking
flavor lizards.
Flavor lizards. Flavor lizards.
It made me be afraid of all rice cookers.
What is 60-second preview?
Oh yeah. What if it's just a reference to like its own commercial? Who is Jeff Craig and what is 60-second preview? It's another Jeff who does movie reviews.
The only one.
You're gonna have to fight him. He seems to love bad movies. He records in a basement studio. Hey, at least you use the main floor of your house.
Yeah. The dinosaur universe, their guns are terrible.
Yeah, they all shoot flame.
But like,
they didn't invent bullets.
Terrible flame. They're like slow fireballs from the game, but they're terrible. Your pitch for the new Mario film, 93 or 2023. Either way.
He's like it's kind of like the game with Sorry Mario, your princess. Yeah, it's like he beats something somewhere, and then they're
Would you say it's like a multiverse?
No, multi-levels. It's different. Same universe, just different levels.
Not multiverse. You don't think they're gonna do multiverse because that's the hot thing and fucking everything right now?
But I haven't played a Mario game since.
No, the movie.
I don't know how long.
The new movie's gonna totally do like multiverse.
Yeah, probably.
Here's my idea. Mario eats a bunch of magic mushrooms and he starts tripping the fuck out. And so all of a sudden,
you don't need to say anymore.
He falls into another land where he has to go protect some chick. And there's flowers and there's ghosts.
Is there sports? Because Mario plays a lot of sports now.
And there's pizza.
Oh, is it?
There's a whole running pizza joke that is like cut. It's in the director's cut. King Koopa keeps trying to order a pizza.
Pretty funny.
And they're like, hey, your pizza's not here yet. Where's my pizza? And then his pizza shows up once he's turned into slime.
Python Pizza here, may I help you?
Sir, your pizza's here. Not now.
Yeah, I love that.
Here's your
pizza
fucking
joke.
pizza, you piece of shit.
Is that just because they saw Ninja Turtles and were like, I don't know, kids like pizza.
Kids love pizza.
Home Alone, pizza. Turtles, pizza.
Kids like pizza and rap. You got to make sure to put one of each in.
Turtle
power.
Turtle.
She's got the rock. Get it later.
I have a pitch. I'm going 93. Arnold Schwarzenegger as Luigi.
Okay.
Danny DeVito as Mario.
Excellent.
You're doing Twins 3?
Twins again. Twins 2. Where's
No, Junior is Twins 2.
That was in like 94. This is before that.
Oh, okay. So you're doing Twins
middle.
2 before Junior Twins 3.
Yes. Arnold Schwarzenegger is tall. Danny DeVito's short. There's your Luigi Mario. I'm going Tim Curry for Koopa.
Okay.
Tim Curry can return it up.
Yeah, I'd like that.
Here I am, Wheezy. Won't do any good to run, girly boy. Oh, come back anytime. Bring your friends.
And at some point, we get into like an alternate dimension or something. We go. I want to do a lot of tube pipe
A lot of
travel.
pipes. Yeah,
A lot
mine
of
would
pipe
involve
travel.
a lot of pipes.
Lots of pipes. Sometimes they're full of sewage. We're doing like
Oh,
Shawshank.
that's funny though because people like the poop
jokes.
emoji.
And we run into Waluigi and Wario.
Yes.
Played
Alternate
by
universe.
Well, I don't know if they existed yet.
Sylvester Stallone as Waluigi.
Waluigi didn't exist yet.
I'm using time travel to make this. And Joe Pesci as Wario.
Yeah, that would work.
You like that?
Because he's like Mario, but he says fuck a lot.
They're gonna jump on people's heads a lot.
And just like smash them, like crush their spines.
Oh, yeah.
Are you gonna get that sweet X-ray shot of like all their bones collapsing and crunching?
Wait, we gotta get a big Mario too.
Yeah. Mario eats a mushroom, suddenly gets thrice as big, so we have giant Danny DeVito towering over normal-sized Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Nice.
You could be a boxer, I could be a manager.
Oh, I don't think I could fight for money.
No problem. You do all the fighting, I'll keep all the money.
I could see it easily.
Go psychedelic, magic mushrooms, weird and trippy. We're talking Zardoz meets Pee-wee meets Beetlejuice.
Sounds like all my favorite things.
I wrote that
honestly.
down earlier.
It sounds like you did some mushrooms.
Really lean into the plumbing pipes, go diving into a toilet, crawl through a river of shit, Shawshank / Train Spotting style. Mario and Luigi are competitive with each other. They both are fighting and bickering over who gets to do the mission or who gets to be the one getting the glory or who gets
Do the
girl.
jumping.
They both want to get the girl, right? So they rescue the princess and they're like, finally, we get the princess.
Eiffel Tower situation.
But they're like, you gotta pick one of us, right?
She picks Toad because he's like a giant dick.
Yeah, cottage core.
But
She can
then
just
they
squat on.
realize that Princess Peach is
Is a lesbian.
is a drag queen.
Oh.
The whole time. She's like, I mean, you thought Princess Peach was like my real name? I live on Rainbow Road. Come on. But
They
they're
don't
like,
call me the
"But
Mushroom Princess for nothing.
Drag queen, but you're a princess? That's confusing. Do
Yes.
we have drag princesses and queens?
Baby queens.
Sure.
What's the drag count?
Yeah, you
Drag
could be
Earl?
whatever kind of royalty you want.
Yeah.
Drag Viscount?
Drag Viceroy.
They have a moment of gay panic because it's 1993.
Yeah.
But then they're like, but you know, she's hot and like, you know,
Kind of into
It's like a teaching lesson.
and they learn, they
I
grow,
like that.
right?
That's really nice, Jeff.
And at the end, it's like Some Like It Hot at the end. Have you
Oh,
seen
yeah.
Some Like It
I
Hot?
love the
Of course
ending.
I have.
He's
I'm
like,
a man.
I'm a man. He's like, nobody's perfect. That's what I'm going for. We're
Truly.
getting some like trans awareness, something.
love
While Luigi and Wario are in an alternate universe doing the same stuff. So when they get to this moment, they go dark and they can't overcome the gay panic.
In an alternate universe, they fall in love with Peach, but it is a woman, and they're like, "Oh, we thought you were a man.
Oh, that's
We're
funnier.
not fucking into this."
That's not my after-school special though.
Oh,
It is
okay.
funnier.
You need the contrast.
Peach.
There is no
What would you call that?
Daisy.
Though? Wazy.
Weech.
So Weech, they are mean to Weech, the drag queen, and theirs, thus setting up a sequel where Princess Peach goes Kill Bill style to go kill Mario, Wario, and Waluigi. Would Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito be in my gay panic metaphor film?
Maybe if it was coming out now.
Is Twins 3, aka Junior, is that some sort of trans awareness?
Oh, I think it just plays off the humor of a man having a baby.
It's just a baby coming out of his wee-wee.
Owie.
We could watch
I
it.
believe I saw that in the theater when I was a kid.
Don't
When I
remember.
was like 8.
I know seeing it when I was a kid, like on TV, and be like, "This is the greatest movie ever."
Predictions for the new Mario? I'm saying
Bad.
multiverse crap.
Bad.
Yeah, multiverse.
Whereas this one,
Poop jokes. Coins. There's going to be coins in this one.
I'm predicting this is going to be what everyone wanted in 1993. It's just like, let's just mash up all the things we know from the video game.
This is going to have too many quotes. It's
so
gonna
as
be too
I'm gonna go
the
save
last
the
one had
princess.
absolutely no fan service whatsoever. This one's just going to be
Exclusively
all fan
that.
service.
pure fan service to the point of horrible. Like
Yeah.
it won't even have a
plot.
like an enjoyable plot because they'll be too busy hitting the fan service notes for the plot to even matter.
I'm expecting a moment. Are you ready for this? Mario shows up to save a princess. And just as he gets there to save the day, she like kicks the bad guy's ass and is like, she's really badass about it. And he's like, oh, I was trying to save the day. And she's like, I don't need no man.
Yeah, probably.
Basically, Rhinestone. Sylvester
Essentially.
kept trying to save the day, and then Dolly Parton would just like punch the bad guy.
Okay,
love
It's like,
that.
I'm trying to save the day.
here's what we need to do. We need to guess which Mario games it'll reference.
I don't know,
Outside of
damn
the
all
normal.
Oh, we need the
Will there be
raccoon
Mario
one.
Tennis?
No.
I hope.
Will there be Dr. Mario?
Will there be Raccoon
No.
Mario?
I mean, I'm guessing they're going to reference fucking goddamn everything. It's CGI, so you could just put a little thing in the corner somewhere, and is that a reference?
Yeah.
What do we think about the big scandal about the new film? Chris Pratt as Mario. People aren't happy.
I mean, isn't his
People
original
are
name Chris
freaking obsessed with
Patali?
him.
So
Is
isn't
that
he
his real
Italian?
name? I don't think he's Italian, is he?
Oh, I was just making that up to
Yeah.
see if anyone else would bite.
I didn't bite.
People are obsessed
I
with
kind
him.
of bit. You sniffed the bait.
I don't think so.
I
He's just doing
pulled the string too
I'm Chris Pratt. This is how I talk, and I'm Mario. It really bothers me how producers are always like, you know, we got this cool idea for a movie and this cool script, and we got these directors that are going to do something interesting. You know what we should do? Let's ruin it by casting the absolute wrong person, because we just want to put a name people recognize on a poster.
That's a guy.
And it's just like, it's the worst with voice actors, because
Yeah.
they're just hiring people because it's like, hey, you know this name.
The funny
There are a goddamn million voice actors that are great. I don't
And
know if
some
there's
of them
a
are already famous.
There's so many voice actors that are great, and you're gonna just put some guy in who's like not good at it.
Like Mark Hamill's famous,
Yeah.
and he's an incredible voice actor. So
It reminds me of The Cell, because I just watched that for another episode coming.
what?
soon.
You watched The Cell without me?
I did, but it's like this crazy director who's like this very cool visual movies, and they've got this script that's like Seven meets Inception. Like, all right, let's cast it. How about J-Lo? It's like, really? You're gonna put J-Lo starring J-Lo? Okay.
No,
Give
I
me
pretty
some
much
Marios
agree
to
with
choose.
your
Okay,
your
I'm going with
casting,
Danny
Jeff.
DeVito for Mario. That's
no,
for sure.
we gotta do something different than what I already did.
No, I'm going with Danny DeVito
No.
for fucking Mario.
No.
Yeah, you can't
No.
take my fucking Mario.
No. So you're going to Cheech, Tom Hanks. Is Cheech the main character as
Yeah,
Mario?
Cheech is Mario, and he's the main character.
And Tom Hanks is your sidekick?
Yeah.
You're going to give all the dramatic stuff to Cheech.
No, he's the comedic lead, and Luigi is the straight man.
Who gets the love interest?
Mario.
Both?
He's the main character.
They're getting a double.
Yeah, except I'm getting Peach in there. It's not Daniela, it's Peach and Daisy. So they both have love interests that are from the video
Yeah.
games.
Peach and Cheech?
And they don't, nobody knows this until the end, that Daniela is actually the older princess sister. What? Third act twist.
Dinosaur alternate universe? What are we doing?
Yeah, I'll keep the dinosaur
Bad
alternate
mushroom
universe.
trip.
I actually kind of like that.
Are you going to do a side-scrolling thing?
There will be like references to side scrolling, but we're not gonna like lean too heavy into the side scrolling.
How many strippers?
At least 5.
5 strippers.
We need more than last time.
I'll let Jess co-direct.
5
Oh,
strippers.
we're getting a couple co-directing. This
Yeah.
is a good. We're not repeating
Just
the
like
mistakes
last
of history.
time.
We're gonna go with this.
Which
Now,
one of
how
us
many-
is the cunt and which is the cow?
What
I'll
are
be
you?
the cunt.
What are you throwing at or pouring on the head of an extra? Hot
Pizza
coffee?
parties.
Yeah, we'll make an example of an extra by
Mushrooms.
pouring money upon them because they were such a good extra. And why can't you all be as good as Roy?
You drop $10,000 in yen pennies on them, coins.
Coupons.
Sure.
There's
They
definitely
didn't
going to be
go
a point.
down any tubes like bloop bloop bloop.
They had
bloop,
a
bloop.
weird.
Yeah, there was a
chase
chase scene
tube?
in a tube.
They almost killed the
guess.
women. The Brooklyn girls were like
That
on
was a
that
close one.
mattress thing.
Yeah.
And they screwed up the set somehow, and it like plummeted and about killed them.
Oh my god.
I'm going to go through the games. There's going to be
All
Mario
the games.
Tennis reference. He's going to play some tennis
You're
in
gonna
there.
15-minute tennis level. This DVD, by the way, the video is garbage. It doesn't look much better than a VHS. I didn't think.
It's probably just from a VHS, but
It's
it's wide.
funny.
But it's widescreen.
Because this was the first film ever that was given a digital intermediate. Fun
You
fact.
mean like Laserdisc?
No, like when they're editing it. Pabst Blue Ribbon. Is there a not drinking game, but a shroom game to play?
Oh God.
Every time he says it's a me, a Mario, you eat a mushroom.
It's a me, a fucking Mario.
Every time.
You're disappointed that it's not more related to the movie or to the game.
Every time a new character grabs the crystal,
Okay.
eat a mushroom.
A new crystal grabber.
Don't touch that! Hey! That's fine! That's not even ours!
I was gonna say every time Bob Hoskins is obsessed with his tools.
Oh, that might be too many. Maybe every time he says Scapellis.
Scapelli. Strap your belt on, kid. Scapelli.
Do you want to know more information about the Scapellis?
I do.
Yeah. So
they were undeveloped.
In other scripts, Daniela is a Scapella. So the Scapella, that's his big rival, is his lady's
But he's
brother.
one.
There's a whole weird family thing going on. The Scapellas, it's like.
So this script really makes no sense for a multitude of reasons.
Is that just like a stereotype that every Italian family has to have a rival Italian family?
Yeah, sure.
Well, can't wait to meet back here and talk about the new one.
Meh.
Yeah, let's just play Mario instead and talk and pretend.
Let's just record that
Mario
episode
Party.
right now. Here's our reaction to the new one.
Welcome to 50-second preview with Jeff in the basement. This non-stop thrill ride will not stop. This drive down Rainbow Road will make you want to drain your toad. I haven't seen a film of this caliber since that court-required gun safety video. This has been 50-second previews with Jeff in the basement. Coming up next week, another film I haven't seen yet. Barbie. We're gonna do Barbie. Hey, stay out of the basement. Stay out of the basement. Stay out of my basement. Don't come down in the basement.
Mario Brothers, the super ones. The clicky clacky. My art.
Yeah, Jeff.